Hi guys, Jay Jinendra, this is me Samaisar Jain. Coming straight to the point, what are the three types of souls? The first one is Bhairatma, which means worldly soul. The next one is Antaratma, which means spiritual soul. And the third one is Paramatma, which means supreme soul. In other words, God. Okay? So, the three types of souls are Bhairatma, Antaratma, and Paramatma. In English, it is worldly souls, spiritual souls, and the supreme souls. Now, what are the difference between these souls? Let's talk about Bhairatma, worldly souls. Now, who are the worldly souls? Well, the worldly souls are us, people like us, who are still in this sansara, who are still enjoying the taste of the material life. We are called as Bhairatma, which means worldly soul, or in other words, you can say earthly soul. Okay, EARTHLY, earthly souls. Those people, though not only people, even be it animals, be it birds or any living being on this planet. Okay, any living being in this universe who are still enjoying the taste of the materialistic world, we are called as Bhairatma, which means worldly soul. Next comes Antaratma. Now, what is Antaratma? Antaratma means spiritual souls. Now, who are these spiritual souls? The spiritual souls are, the Digambar Jain sadhus. The Digambar Jain sadhu and the Digambar Jain sadhvi as well. But most importantly, the Digambar Jain sadhus are Antaratma. They are the spiritual souls, which means that though they may be still living on this planet, though as of now they may not yet have attained moksha, but still the Digambar Jain sadhus are the people who have completely renounced worldly life and who are walking on the spiritual path of life, who are walking on the spiritual path of Jainism. So the Digambar Jain monks are are spiritual souls, which means Antaratma. And last but not the least, Paramatma. Who is a Paramatma? A Paramatma is he who has attained moksha. A Paramatma is that soul which has finally destroyed all karmas, and a Paramatma is that soul which has achieved moksha, enlightenment. Supreme, a soul which has a soul which first became a spiritual soul, and then finally after that soul attained moksha, that soul will become a Paramatma, which means a supreme soul, or in other words, a God. So, see, every living being are souls. Okay, I've already discussed this before. Also, you can check my previous videos as well. Every living being has a soul, and in fact, every living being is a soul. But there are actually difference to this, and the reason why people like you and me are called as Bhairatma, worldly souls, is because, see, we are still living in this sansara, enjoying the mundane pleasures, and completely we are we are still drowned in this what do you say, kshanika sukha, which means we are still focusing only on our temporary happiness and temporary comforts. So we are people, and we are living beings who are still enjoying the taste of sansara, which means the material life. Therefore, we are called as Bhairatma. So, in order to become a Paramatma, first we have to become Antaratma. In other words, if we have to attain moksha and become liberated soul, or a supreme soul, or a God, first we have to renounce our material life, and we have to take Diksha and become a Jain monk or a Jain sadhvi. By doing this, the day The day anyone takes Diksha and becomes a Jain monk or a Jain Sadhviji, that person, he or she, will become an Antaratma from Bhairatma. And after becoming an Antaratma from Bhairatma, there is still, there is still a long process to go by. And after that, after that long journey of struggle, strive, and lot of going through a lot of hardships, and conquering and destroying all karmas, finally from Antaratma, that being will attain moksha. And once that being attains moksha, that soul will be called as the supreme soul. So as of now, in this world, all the Digambar Jain sadhus are Antaratma, are spiritual souls. And rest all of us, including you and me, we are Bhairatma, which means worldly souls, or in other words, earthly souls, because we are still enjoying the taste of materialistic life. And the 24 Tirthankaras, okay? In Jainism, we have got 24 gods, which means the 24 Tirthankaras. Not only Tirthankaras, even like Bahubali Bhagwan and Bharata Chakravarti, and apart from that, all the 24 Tirthankaras who have attained moksha. So they are the Paramatma. Paramatma, which means supreme souls, ultimate energy. Once a soul becomes a supreme soul, that soul will have infinite knowledge, Ananta Gyan, Ananta Darshan, Ananta Shakti, and Ananta Sukh. So once a soul becomes a Paramatma, which means once a soul attains moksha, that soul will have infinite knowledge, infinite happiness, which is bliss, infinite happiness and joy, which is full of which is complete bliss, and even infinite power. Once a soul attains moksha and becomes a god, that soul will have the power to do anything in this universe. Not only in this universe, even in this multiverse. Yes, this is the fact that though all the Paramatmas have the power to do anything in this universe, they will never use their power, and they will not interfere in this. They will not interfere in the process of the universe. But once a soul becomes a Paramatma, and all those souls which have become Paramatmas, especially the 24 Tirthankaras, they have got, along with having infinite knowledge, along with having infinite bliss, infinite happiness, they also have infinite power, which means they have the power to do anything in this universe. But of course, they will, by choice, they will keep their powers to themselves, and they will choose not to interfere in the process of the universe. But these are the qualities of Paramatma: infinite knowledge, infinite happiness and joy, which is bliss, and infinite power. Okay, that's why we say Ananta Darshana Swarupoham, Ananta Jnana Swarupoham, Ananta Shakti Swarupoham, Ananta Sukha Swarupoham, Sahajananda Swarupoham, Nityananda Swarupoham, Ragadvesha Rahitoham, Dravya Karma Rahitoham, Bhava Karma Rahitoham, No Karma Rahitoham, Shuddhoham, Buddhoham, Niranjanoham, Nirmaloham, Shashwatoham, Soham, Soham, Soham. Once a soul becomes a Paramatma, that soul, it will have eternal life, eternal power, infinite energy, and along with infinite power, infinite knowledge, and infinite joy. And that soul will have, it will be free from all karmas, be it good or bad. Once a soul is free from all karmas, then that soul will attain moksha, and therefore it can be called as a Paramatma. So that's it, guys. This is the end of the video. I'll catch you up soon with my next video. Till then, please keep in touch. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, and thank you, guys. Good night. So just one last time, telling you all, so those who want to get permanent happiness, those who are seeking bliss, try your best to take Diksha and become a Jain monk, and like try to become an antaratma from Bhairatma. And after you become an antaratma, then after becoming an antaratma, you have got still a long way to go. The journey is still long. A lot of process, going through a lot of hardships, going through a lot of renunciation, which means त्याग. बहुत सारे आपको त्याग करना पड़ेगा. और अंत में यानी कि in the end you will finally attain moksha and you will become a paramatma. So these are the three types of souls. Thank you guys. Jai Jinendra, Jai Siddhatma, and good night. आदिनाथ ऋषभदेव भगवान की जय, पार्श्वनाथ भगवान की जय, महावीर भगवान की जय हो. जय जिनेन्द्र.